In a speech that lasted almost 2 hours, Mr. Hun Sen referred to the tweet of President Trump. President Trump tweeted, "If the protesters had breached the fence of the White House, they would have been welcomed with most vicious dogs and most ominous weapons." In his speech, Mr. Hun Sen said, "Why did an ambassador warn me not to shoot at protesters in 2013? I can't shoot at protesters if they enter a state building." Mr. Hun Sen and President Trump are wrong. Leaders with moral conscience, leaders with full responsibility, leaders who want to be respected should be thinking about engaging the people, about dialogue. The protests that are going on in America today is about finding justice for George Floyd, who was killed while in police custody, killed in the most savage way. And African Americans are saying, it's enough. Black lives matter. Then why did Mr. Hun Sen refer to the tweets of President Trump? Because he's looking for an excuse to continue his oppression against the opposition of Cambodia. Many of our members have been arrested and continue to be arrested without any warrants, just because they are labeled as opposition or terrorist. In 2013, hundreds and thousands of voters marched with us to demand recount, to demand free and fair elections. The protests went on for months, from 2013 to 2014, without any violence. We marched day after day after day. We sat in, we protested, we chanted, we sang together. There was a sense of hope. There was a sense of respect for each other. But there was a clear demand for change, positive change for Cambodia. Those protests ended brutally when Mr. Hun Sen ordered the armed forces, the military police, to brutally kill the workers. And until today, no justice has been delivered. Mr. Hun Sen also ordered the arrest of members of parliament. I was one of them arrested. Police brutality cannot find solutions for people who have suffered injustice, for people who cannot make ends meet, for people who have suffered enough from oppression, who have suffered enough from lack of opportunities because of their gender or the color of their skin. The solution is about the right to live in dignity, the right to justice, the right to express our opinions without fear of being killed, without fear of being detained, without fear of being labeled as terrorist.